Hey guys, so I'm going to be filming a video. This is going to be my first time where I used professional grade paints. So I recently bought the Daniel Smith Watercolor Essentials set, and I have never used professional grade paint before. I have recently gotten into watercoloring after a long hiatus from arts and creativity in general. But so this is what when I first started watercoloring, this is what I was using. So it's the Staedtler 12 watercolor paint. It kind of comes in a range of colors. I think it's student grade paint from what I can tell. I haven't seen actually any reviews for it online. So I wanted to see if I could tell a difference between these Staedtler watercolor paints and these Daniel Smith watercolor paints. These were actually, so I think I paid about $12 for these paints, and I can check my Amazon order, but I think these were something like $25. This comes with 12, this comes with 6. This one I don't have to mix as much because it already has some of the colors like the greens and the purples that I would have gotten from mixing. But so I wanted to see if I like these better or if I can even tell a difference. So with that, I'll get started. Oops, kind of got them a little out of order, but so Hansa yellow, something, I think I've heard it called New Gamboge, Pyrrol, Scarlet. I'm just trying to put it back in the order that it was like this. So I think it's like this. So the Quinacridone Rose, Pyrrol, Scarlet, Pthalo Blue, and French Ultramarine. And really, the only reason I know how to say the words phthalo and quinacridone is because I've been watching so many other watercolor videos. But so I'm just gonna get started. I'm just gonna put a very small amount. I'm not even pushing on the tube. So they come in 5 milliliter tubes. So it's significantly smaller than my Staedtler ones, which are 12 milliliters. And I'm gonna see, because I've heard that using professional grade paint lasts a little longer and you don't need to use as much, so we'll see if I can actually tell a difference. So that is my palette setup. First impression, I noticed nothing. They're just sitting there. So let's see. As all of my friends know, the things that I like to draw the most are flamingos and watermelon. Wow, I barely touched it with water, and it is spreading like crazy. One of the techniques that I like to do is start with the color up at the top and then work it down. And I like to do a what I've read online called a galaxy look. Oh wow, way too much blue. I barely touched it, and that was way, way, way too much blue. Okay, let's add a bit more pink. So, I can't really tell a difference, but I do feel like the colors are a lot stronger than my Staedtler pack that I use. And I'm actually going to try making 2 different greens. Let's add this one here and add this one here. So, and see what kind of greens they get us. To be honest, I don't know that I notice any difference, but it could be because I'm using this Canson mixed media paper. But the other thing I like to draw, which is flamingos. Start here with the little beak of the flamingo. And usually I like to do this on my good watercolor paper because you need the flow for this to really work. I like to put in some orange as well in my flamingos. I don't know why. And some blue. But you don't want it to be too blue, so add a little of this purple. I'm not really noticing a huge difference, to be perfectly honest, but I think partially that's my fault for not using better paper for this. I think what I've come to learn was with watercolor, it really makes a difference. Well, at least the paper, I've noticed. Yeah, I think that, you know what? Let's cut this, and I'm gonna switch over to my good paper. Be right back. I'm back with my Arches paper, and let's see if there is a difference. Let me try on the back. So I just ripped a piece off, and we're gonna try the exact same thing, and we're gonna use this. Now, let's do this again. Let's start with my watermelon. So I like to have a very, very pigmented top usually. And then I like to, so there's two different types of watermelon I make. One with the top where it's all dark and it kind of fades as I go down. And the other one I like to make with the galaxy look. So, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of I'm gonna try at the bottom doing a wet on wet technique because I know all about that because I watch watercoloring videos all the time. And then let me add just a drop here and see what happens. I'm gonna add some purple because I really like to add multiple colors. And then I'll try and do this properly so my hand might get in the way, but it's actually not even bright enough. I think I put too much water. I always do that. I put too much water. And then what I do is I like to just kiss it with the darker green because I like it to spread however it wants to spread, not the way I want it to spread. So I'll do this and then I'll just add some more down here. And I'm noticing that my watermelon is not particularly symmetric with the bottom, so it's not my best. I won't lie, not my best. But now I'm going to try doing a flamingo. I will say that my first impression is that the only thing I can tell that's particularly different is that the watercolors seem to be a lot more pigmented than my my Staedtler ones, and I'm going to do a video a bit later and I'll go over I'll use my Staedtler ones and I will see if I can tell a difference after having used these kinds of watercolor. So we'll see if I even notice. So in conclusion, I am not a good enough watercolor painter to be able to tell the difference, but I think that I can tell that the colors are more pigmented, so I probably will need to use less paint overall. So I guess that's a good thing because I was a little reluctant to spend that kind of money on these paints, but I think that from now on I am gonna invest the money in buying quality watercolor paint. So thanks for watching my video, and I hope to talk to you again soon. Bye.